Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Man, I missed you guys. I've been planning to make a little breaking comeback when 25 Prism Hobby comes out, but it keeps getting pushed back. So I said, F it, let's just keep moving through all this old retail on the shelf. I hope you guys have been well. We have been super busy over here still, even though not as busy on the breaking side. Started offering a ton of collectible toys, amped up the supplies. So if you're looking for any of that, definitely check out our website, 321collect.com. But our manual tags are out, and I am happy to be live with you guys again. I did not see any trades. We got a ton of retail to get through, so we're going to get right down to it, guys. I believe I got everything I need over here. And we're going to start with the Donruss. We got 4 Donruss blaster boxes and 2 Mosaic. So let's rip through the Donruss, which we are still looking for the DT on the purples. Ugh. Let's do 2 at a time. We've got a fun weekend of football lined up, huh? Playoff football. And we got the Natty on Monday. I have no dogs in either at this point, but I'm excited for the national championship. I don't know who I want to win that one. We got the hometown team with Miami, but I like what they're doing over there in Indiana. So can't deny them that. I don't know. It's going to be a good game either way. I think I'm most excited playoff-wise for Bills versus Denver. That should be a good one. Bummed about my Jags, but you know what? It was a good game. It was like 4 or 5 lead changes in the fourth quarter alone. If we're going to go out, that's the way to go out, right? And I do think we finally got ourselves a head coach. All right, 1 pack left for box 1. He's getting stale on me, sitting up there all that time. Here is box 2. Do 2 at a time of these little Bibles. This is about the closest thing to score left that our rookies did. But it's worth the hunt for these. Especially retail. That's the best risk for reward looking for the insert. Last one. All right, here we go. Let's take the first half. Oh, we got the patch right on the bottom. Not a bad one for a low retail patch either. First up, JT, Jerome Ford, Algier, King and Joku. We got a Ty Johnson red to the Bills. Abdul Carter, Jordan Watkins, Darius Davis, Caden Ellis, TJ Watt, Golden Tate, Terry Bradshaw, Romeo Dooms, Doug Williams, and the Creamsicle. I love that uniform. That's probably my favorite NFL uniform of all time. CeeDee Lamb, Rex Grossman, Jim Kelly, Jamar Chase, Ty Felton, Harold Fannin Jr., ETN Jr., Garrett Wilson, Quentin Johnston, Luke Kuechly. Trying to go along for a ride is Brian Dawkins, going out to the Eagles. Tighten these bad boys up real quick. DK Metcalf, John Elway, Matthew Stafford, Daniel Carlson, Jacoby Myers, JJ McCarthy, T. Higgins, James Lofton, Nick Amanwari, Dylan Sampson, Demarion Overshone, Michael Mayer, Tyler Lockett, Demario Douglas. I want to say Davis. We got a white hot rookies, Travis Hunter. Stealing my first top loader, going out to my Jacksonville Jaguars. That's going to be Mr. McFarland. Steven Jackson, Wandale Robinson, Rashid Saheed, Jeff Garcia, the infamous Kid Reporter, Brian Thomas Jr., Russell Wilson, Chigi Okonkwo, Josh Downs, and Jalen Milroe for the first half. Tighten this base over here before we get a avalanche on our hands. Now let's check out half 2. We showed it early. It's the Travis Kelce Donruss threads. That one's going out to the Chiefs. Somebody took him out right. That would be Mr. Zach Rhodes. Congratulations, sir. Micah Parsons, James Conner, Travis Kelce, Isaiah Likely. We've got a Xavier Legette, Panini Instant. Thermaine Edmonds, Van Ginkel, Victor Cruz, Zach Bond, Drew Bledsoe, Brian Robinson Jr., Greg Zuerlein, Arik Armstead, Kyle McCord, Gray Zabel, Jalen Wallen, Montez Sweat, Joe Mixon, Taysom Hill, Natrone Means. He was in my Jaguars for a little bit. They always got him in the Chargers uniform, though. Graham Gano, Tony Pollard. If I recall, he was actually decent for my Jags, too. I was a little kid back then. Mark Andrews, Trent Green, Mike Williams, Drake May, Jalen Hurts, TJ Tumalua, Nick Scornton, Chris Godwin, Ed Reed, Harold Carmichael, David Montgomery. We got a Dominators Cheetah, Jalen McMillan, Javonte Williams, Nico Collins, and William Andrews. Not the craziest box one. R.I.P. Lanu, what's up from YouTube, buddy? I've been saying it for years, but one day I'm going to get a screen in front of me. Get real time with the comments. Who did I say it was? I believe Zach. Or was it Brian? Zach was the Chiefs. This one was Mr. McFarland, I believe. Travis Hunter on the White Hot Rookies. And to Zach, there's that Travis Kelce on the Donruss threads. Shouldn't fit in 100. There goes E. All right, half 1 of box 2. See if we can't heat this up a little bit. Rogers, McFadden, Jalen Coker, Tony Richardson. We got a Fred Warner. Nice one for the Niners to the protection pile. Tesla, Mbuka, Calvin Ridley, Xavier McKinney, Fred Warner, DeMarcus Robinson, Dontavian Wicks, CJ Stroud, Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, Derek Carr, T.O., Darnell Mooney, Keon Coleman, Alfred Collins. I feel like we're seeing a lot of Niners. Will Johnson, Levante David, Danielle Hunter, Mark Brunell, Bucky Irving, Romeo Dunes Bomb Squad going out to Jackie. If the Niners and the Jags made the Super Bowl, me and DC were going to San Francisco together. Niners did their part. My Jaguars, not so much. Mingo, Trey Harris, Gunnar Helm, Golden Tate, Kyle Pitts, Quincy Williams, L'Jarius Sneed. Still not used to seeing him in that uniform. Matthew Golden on the White Hot Rookies. Put him in the protection pile. That one's going out to the pack. Romeo Dunes, Doug Williams, Jake Ferguson, Kyle Murray, Jason Taylor, Richard Todd, J.K. Dobbins, Jaden Daniels, Chimeri DK, go Gators. Kid had himself a season, too, quietly on the Titans. Not super quietly, though. He got a lot of love on ESPN, the talking heads, but there's not much to show for it with the Titans. All right, half number 2. Mason Taylor, we pulled his dad a minute ago. Going out to the Jets to the protection pile. Elway, Stafford. We got there Carlson, Terry Bradshaw. Second I flip him right side, we're going to go the other way. Watch. JT, Jerome Ford, Algier, or just make a liar out of me. Ashton Genty, nice one for the Raiders. Got to feel bad for Pete Carroll, man. He's such a... Oh, I made it to random. That's sunny. He's such an enthusiastic coach. Seems like he'd be fun to play for, but probably should have just left him hanging, right? DeMario Davis. I think that's just an insert. We'll find out, though. Etienne, Garrett Wilson, Quentin Johnston, and Vortex insert. Jalen Milroe. That's a cool one to the Seahawks. Steven Jackson, Wandale Robinson, Rashid Saheed, Jeff Garcia, CeeDee Lamb, Rex Grossman, Jim Kelly, Jamar Chase, Terrence Ferguson, DJ Giddens, Isaiah Likely, DeMarion Overshown, Michael Mayer, Tyler Lockett. We've got a Luther Burden on the Gridiron Kings rookies. That one is going out to the Chicago Bears. That'll be Jackie. Tremaine Edmonds, Van Ginkel, Victor Cruz, and Zach Bond. I think the first box was better with the patch. We're at that point in Donruss where seen every card about 2 or 3 times, except for the ones you're looking for. There you go, Sonny. Ginty headed to the pile. All right, let's check out our last 2 blasters of Donruss here. We were doing so good when we started our cheapies, right? And then kind of went to crap. We had like 2 or 3 case hits out of the first 5, I think, and been dry out of the last 3 or 4. Come on, baby. All right. Somebody start the timer. Let's see how fast I can unpack 2 blasters of Donruss respectfully. It is Donruss. Still got to watch some corners. Really more so on the softer cards on paper. I don't know what it is. Can't tell if I saw a border on it or it was the reflection from the card above it. We're going to find out together. Slowed me down though. Forgot I was on a mission. All right, there's the first box. Tighten her up, no peeking. All right, last pack of Donruss of the night right here. It's going to be on top too. Let's move it to the bottom. Just to make some kind of ritual out of this. See if it helps. All right, here is the first box. Half one. Oh, we started with another patch on the bottom too. Pulling them like that. Here we go, a Donnie Mitchell. Actually, let's take a second and get this base out of the way. Here we go. Unpause. Tony Dorsett, Ladd McConkey, Khalil Mack, Jaheed Campbell, Kyle Williams, speaking out at me again. Najee Harris, Warren Moon. Gosh, you know what? Let's do it in quarters. That thing just keeps sliding, and I don't want to know yet either way. There's another cool one, man. I keep cutting them nice. Kenneth Gainwell, Greg Rousseau, Jaden Daniels. It's on the tribute. Put him in the pile. Christian Watkins, Edgar and James, John Jefferson, Ricky Pearsall, go Gators. Deion Sanders, Cedric Tillman, Jamal Charles, George Kittle, Benjamin Morrison, Cam Scatterbo going out to the Giants. Those went to random. Who got him? Manny got him. Kate Otten, Marquise Brown, Jalen Polk, and Dak Prescott. All right. Quarter 2. Jackson Dart on the Red Hot Rookies, also going out to Manny. Get him top loaded in a second. Rich Gannon, Troy Franklin, Kamari Fairbairn, Brees Hall, Zach Charbonnet, Tua Tagovailoa, Tyrant Tracy Jr., Ramondre Stevenson, Jack Betch, Tank Dell. I don't want to see it. DJ Moore, Bryce Young. Come on, no border gang, no border gang. Kyron Williams. I see a border. It's going to be an optic preview. Still could be a nice card though. Caleb Williams going out to Jackie, and it is. Look at that. We got a Cam Scatterbo going right back to Manny and the Giants. That's on the Silver Hollow optic preview prism. Congratulations, Manny. Nicest card of the break so far. Gabe Davis, Alex Anzalone, Baker Mayfield, Michael Wilson, Anthony Richardson. Got a lot of Gators in this one. Eric Dickerson, Kurt Warner, Pat Bryant, and Khalil Mullings going to finish off half one of box 3. Base out of the way. Check it out. Definitely the best box so far. I don't know why I said Jack Betch down there, though. First up, Bo Nix. We already saw it. That one is going out to the Denver Broncos, who I believe made it to random. They did. Matt Johnson. Christian Binford. Justin Herbert. Kenneth Walker III. Antonio Gibson. Josie Jewell. Theo Johnson. Josh Hines Allen. Sam Laporta. Kid Reporter. Ozzie Newsome. A.J. Brown. Chuba Hubbard. Debo Samuel. Ashton Gillette. Ollie Gordon. Mike Gesicki, Brian Burns, Zach Moss, Greg Dortch. What do we got? We got another Genty. This time it's on the Raider Rookies Retro. Going right back to Mr. Sonny Morrison. Braylon Allen, John Lynch, Alec Pierce, Pat Fryermuth, Tyler Boyd, Trey Tucker, Patty Mahomes, Jackson Smith and Jigba. We got a Torrey Holt to the Jaguars. It's McFarland. Kenneth Grant, R.J. Harvey, Derwin James, Blake Corum, Kirk Cousins, Julian Love, Chase Brown, Stephon Diggs, Sam Darnold, and Jared Goff. It's going to do it for box 3. Nothing crazy, but definitely the best haul of per box statistically. We got another Genty. This time it's an insert. Followed by, nicest card of the break so far, Cam Scatabo Silver on the Optic Preview. Followed by our base rated rookie Cam. And last but not least, the guy who hopefully be throwing him the ball next year, right? Jackson Dart, Red Hot Rookies. Does it for the Giants. And our patch card on that one was Mr. Bo Nix on the threads. Forgot who had the Broncos. They made it to random, right? Hey there, Miss Matt Johnson. Right? Yes. All right. Next box. There's a little security tag. Take the first half. Not so good cut that time. Ended on the Kid Reporter. JT, Jerome Ford, Algier, and Joku. Gosh, that feels like deja vu to the first box. Jarquez Hunter, Darius Davis, Caden Ellis, TJ Watt, Golden Tate. We got an Elite Series, not Elite Series rookie. Nick Bosa, John Elway, Matthew Stafford, Daniel Carlson, Terry Bradshaw, CeeDee Lamb, Rex Grossman, Jim Kelly, Jamar Chase, Kyle Williams on the Raider rookie, Trey Amos, Travis Etienne, Garrett Wilson, Quentin Johnston, Luke Kuechly. He's trying to come with him. Oh, it's a white hot Genty. Going to pull every single Genty rookie in the Donruss set. Wandale Robinson, Saheed again, Jeff Garcia, DK Metcalf, Jacoby Myers, JJ McCarthy, T Higgins, James Lofton, Jahad Campbell. Another patch card. This time it's Brock Bowers. Right back to the Raiders. Sonny, you're not doing too bad with your random either. Demarion Overshown, Michael Mayer, Tyler Lockett, Demario Douglas, Larry Fitzgerald, Andrew Van Ginkel, Victor Cruz, Zach Bond, and Steven Jackson for half one. All right, this is our last Donruss of the evening. So good luck, guys. Kid Reporter, BTJ, Russell Wilson, Chigi Okonkwo, Josh Downs, Benjamin Morrison, another Cam Scatabo. It's been all Giants and Raiders tonight, huh? Taysom Hill, Michael Parsons, James Conner, Travis Kelce, Isaiah Likely, Tony Pollard, Joe Burrow, Mark Andrews, Tremaine Edmonds, Drew Bledsoe, Brian Robinson Jr., Greg Zuerlein, Arik Armstead, Khalil Mullings, Jack Betch, David Montgomery, Jalen Warren, Montez Sweat, Joe Mixon, Dominators, Christian Gonzalez, Nico Collins, William Andrews, Natrone Means, Graham Gano, Jason Taylor, Richard Todd, J.K. Dobbins, Jaden Daniels, Howie Long. Say right back to the Raiders. Shamar Stewart, Jalen Lane, Kyle Pitts, Quincy Williams, L'Jarius Sneed, Levante David, Romeo Dunes, Doug Martin, Jake Ferguson, and Kyler Murray. No DT tonight, gentlemen. We still got one more box out of that case, or maybe two. Got a couple different color ones up there. I feel like we pulled a ton of optic previews, though. Move this base out of the way. And let's get these guys top loaded up. Bottom corners of these ones kill me. Red Hot's the same way. They put that black like right on the tips. I didn't do that to the corners. Wait, nothing's wrong with them. Another cam for the pile. And Sonny, another Raiders card. Brock Bowers on the Donruss threads. And we've got 2 boxes left, guys. Both going to be Mosaic. See if we can pull us something out of there. Genesis, Honeycomb. One of the 17 different Mosaic case hits. It's got to have more case hit, quote unquote, inserts than any other product. Which is a good thing, especially for retail, right? All right, let's do one box at a time of these. Slow roll the last little bit before I leave you guys for the evening. Hope you guys have all got something cool planned for your Friday evening. And if not, hopefully you're at home relaxing. Or if you're at work, at least you're making money, right? All right, here we go. Let's take half of this. Good luck, guys. Tony Dorsett, Konata Humfield, DK Metcalf, Jackson Njigba, T. Law, Trent McDuffie, Jamar Chase, Keandre Lambert Smith. We got Malik Neighbors. See him back nice and strong next year. Trey Hendrickson, Andrew Van Ginkel, Zay Flowers, Willis McGee, Pat Bryant, James Cook, and notoriety Matthew Golden. Half number 2. Julius Peppers, Derwin James Jr., Jeffrey Simmons, Tyler Slow. Epic Performers, Brock Bauer. England Games. Is that what that says? England Games. Oh, it's the London game. That's what it is. Drake May. I'm like, where's the new at? Mind at me there for a minute. Bill Cowher, Jared Goff, Devontae Adams, Ray McLeod. We got another Chigi Okonkwo. This time it is on the green Mosaic going to the Titans. I believe that was Mr. Johnson. BTJ on the Touchdown Masters. That's kind of a cool one. Almost looked like a Genesis for a second. That's a green though. Quinshawn Judkins, Michael Parsons, Dak Prescott. Oh, we did it. And it's a nice one. It's a Shador fucking Sanders, guys. Mr. Rhodes, are you here? Are you watching? I said we were due. It had been like 4 or 5. Look at that. Shador Sanders stained glass, gentlemen. Oh, my first break back. Mr. Rhodes, check that out, dude. Off the random. Very nice card. Tad left to right and top to bottom, looking at the centering, but not terrible. You can see a little better on the back. Badass. Congratulations, Zach. Shador Sanders on the stained glass. Let's see what else we got in this box. We got a Matthew Golden. I want to go to the protection pile. Kid Reporter. Antonio Gates. Annius Williams. And Cedric Tillman. I'm stoked on that. I was like, are we really going to go through 6 effing retail boxes after going through the last 20 and not find anything? We're just saving it for last. See if we can't do something cool again. 1 box left, guys. Not bad for $9 a team. All right, guys, here we go. Last box of the evening. Let's see how we're ending it. Marshawn Lattimore, Jaden Blue, Tariq Woolen, Ty Felton, Jackson Smith and Jigma, Trent McDuffie, Kyle Duggar, Jackson Dart, top load him, Caleb Johnson, nice one for the Steelers, Elevate Trey Harris, nice one. They really freaked me out with that turn the fluorescence retail. Imagine they still had, I don't remember if they had any. I didn't hit any fluorescent hobby. Devontae Adams, yep. Sean McVay, CeeDee Lamb, Austin Hooper, Dwight Freeney, and Brian Robinson Jr. Another giant for you, Manny. This time it's Jackson Dart on the base rookie. And here we go. Last cards of the evening, guys. Good luck. Thanks for hanging out with me. Dak Prescott, Colston Loveland, Will Campbell, DK Metcalf. See, freaking me out with the colors on this insert. That almost looked gold for a second. It is green. Julius Peppers, Derwin James Jr., Jamar Chase, Tony Dorsett, Jaden Higgins, Chris Jones, Quinshon Judkins, Zay Flowers, Ray McLeod, Chris McGee. How about this, guys? What a effing retail break. What an effing break, dude. Started off super dry with the Donruss. We're ending it with a stained glass Shedeur Sanders and a Travis Hunter rookie auto out of 2 retail boxes. What an effing break. This one's going to Mr. McFarland, I do believe. Took a chance on my Jaguars. Oh, look at that. You got Colts on the random, too. A little AFC South line for you. How about that, sir? You've been due for something for a minute, too. Travis Hunter on the rookie scripts. Badass. Wow. Well, I knew we were due for something out of this retail stuff. Here we go. Last few cards. Drake May, Bill Cowher, and Geno Smith. That's how we're going to end it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to do a quick little recap and let you guys get about your Friday evening. Wow. Nice ending that one. Here's what we got. Jackson Dart, Brock Bowers, Cam Scatabo, Ashton Genty, Bo Nix, Jackson Dart again, Cam Scatabo on the optic preview. That's a nice one too. Another Genty, Travis Kelce, Travis Hunter. How about Travis Hunter on the rookie scripts? Badass. And as if that wasn't enough, Shedeur Sanders stained glass. Hell yeah, boys and girls. Katrina, sorry about that. Thank you again for hanging out with me. Be sure to check out anything we got going on in the room. Sports from our PSA group sub 10 are on the way back. Finally got the word today. So IP autos are still in research and ID, but there's only like 1 or 2 other people that sent cards for that along besides me. So we will go ahead and start mailing stuff out because TCG just got in yesterday. Soon as those sports are in. So look out if you have cards in the group sub for a shipping invoice coming from Mandy Ships. Get those paid so we can get your cards out to you. I will be starting to post more breaks. Hopefully Prism does not get rolled back again because I got a lot of money in pre-orders for that. So we got tons of hobby and no huddle when we need it. And yeah, if you guys got any requests, I still got a ton of random retail and stuff on the shelf. So I'll be trying to put together some stuff. We got a lot of nice value packs we just put together. And yeah, we'll be seeing you soon. If we don't see you this weekend, enjoy the football and have a great one. Thanks again, guys.